Once again, I want to welcome you back to Center of Court and the Center of the Cornhole Universe, the American Cornhole Organization World Championships of Cornhole 19th, Owensboro, Kentucky. Back-to-back years. Couldn't be happier to be back here at our home away from Cornhole home, which is Cincinnati, Ohio. We're just 3.5 hours southwest of Cincinnati, but 15-plus states are represented here for the World Championships of Cornhole, and two of the finest senior players on our tour right now battling it out for the opportunity to face Michael Hoang and find out which one of these three players is going to be our Seniors Player of the Year, a guy who should have been, could have been, and maybe will be someday a Seniors Player of the season, and that would be my man, Philip Barnett, the Mississippi Ninja, sitting side by side with me for the last handful of seasons, and this is a dogfight already in progress.
So far, but Johnny Thomas has taken a commanding lead. Daryl with a chance to pick up two right there, and he could have, you know what, like you said, this court is intimidating sometimes, and he could have a little nerves going on, Daryl. I know how good Daryl is for sure. But right now, Johnny Thomas is up 11-2.
Well, a Washington right there in that frame, and these guys turn back around. Johnny grabbed first bag back about 5 frames ago and has not relinquished it since. And what was that last frame? Right before we came on air, he put up a, what was that, a 6 spot?
Yeah. Daryl had 3 out to his right-hand side.
And Michael Hoang again waits in the wings for the winner of this match. The winner of the match between him and the winner of this one will then advance to the king's seat, and then the loser's bracket game will be played as well. And after that, then we have the honor and the opportunity of crowning the Women's Player of the Season here as well. If you've got any thoughts, feel free to bring them. If you're watching somewhere around the world,
up and over,
and he wasn't able to
I can't tell whose bag he knocked in.
On the
Mass
side there, I think he's got.
I think one of each is down, right?
Yeah, I think he's got one of each down underneath.
Yeah.
That's his upside down and under. I think Daryl was going to take a look at it.
That's a good job by Daryl making go take a look at it.
Now these guys are both throwing. You said the Armites.
The Armites, Killer Bees Armites.
Mm-hmm. Johnny didn't need too much of a look once he got down there. He said, "All right, I saw everything I need to see." But glad to have you no matter where you're watching from. If you happen to be in Australia, if you happen to be in China, if you happen to be in Ireland, who knows, New Zealand, no matter where you happen to be, Canada, the UK. We have friends from the UK already here. We're on the way. Our Cornwall friends are coming back for back-to-back Owensboro experiences. Daryl decides to
lays up for a wash
there.
Yeah.
But
what they got a boo out of that crowd. How about that?
What a week this is going to be. And so many big smiles. I mean, as you mentioned earlier when we were talking, I got here on Saturday. The rest of the crew got here on Wednesday. We've had all kinds of great social play. Last night, a blast opening bash outside, quads play, and we've had some really good stuff today already. And how about these big blind draws that happened
tonight?
Was that earlier today?
No, it's tonight.
Oh, those are coming up.
Those are coming up tonight.
We got those coming up, and then Kim Dice and Emma Jernigan are going to be playing for the Women's Player of the Season coming up here after this match is wrapped up, and then we're going to have a live taco draft, and all of the stream team members are going to be here. I will host, but you guys are really going to steal the show right there. There's the Killer Bees banner showing up big time. They're afraid they're not going to get their mentions.
And look at Ben. He's over there smiling ear to ear, man.
Yes, he is. We'll have a live taco draft a little bit later on, around 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central is what our plan is. We'll be joined by the boys from CBC, Mad Maz, Steffi B. We'll all be here making sure that we have our picks put together. Not quite sure what all these sign language.
No, I'm trying to figure out. Trying to figure out myself. Nice bag right there. Johnny Thomas from yesterday to today is a big world of difference. He struggled mightily in that state challenge yesterday, and you talking about fun, dude? I played 20 games of cornhole yesterday for the team Mississippi. Which Alabama took that down.
First time state Slider Cup. That was a lot of fun. And Alabama. It took them a minute, but they finally got back out front, and they ended up taking it home. I don't think anybody was surprised by that based on the statistics laid out by Alabama players all season. I think the mighty OHIO was OHO no.
Yeah.
And
don't want to say that out too loud, okay? Somebody in the truck might get their feelings hurt.
The home of the ACO. Well, our man behind the scenes, our man Oz, he had himself a pretty respectable day.
He did.
For it today physically a little bit, though. But so a 12-12 wash leaves this one at 11-2.
It's been 11-2 for a while, Finn.
Well, and that was the other thing when we said, well, we're going to do the seniors. We didn't know exactly what time they're going to close up the building here, but
you might want to count on breakfast being delivered in the morning.
I may have mentioned this is a dogfight, even at 11-2. It was just going to be a slugfest as these guys work their way.
Oh, and that might be one that got a little bit away. Nice bag by Johnny.
Yeah, Daryl's going to step out and try to collect both.
Yep.
Well, he picks up one, leaves a couple.
13-2 now, Johnny Thomas.
All right, and again, the winner moves on to face Mike Hoangsang, and he and his brother both here to going to be award winners here as far as the Road Dog Award goes as well. So the brothers Hoangsang will be claiming those here in just a couple of days. Lots of awards to get out. It's going to be big fun. It's going to be a great week. Good crowd gathered around here at Center Court, Owensboro Convention Center. Our home away from home. Owensboro, Kentucky, back-to-back. Finn, the loudmouth for the ACO, side by side with the Mississippi Ninja, Philip Barnett. You'll hear Isaac Mad Maz Mazanka on the mic over the course of the week. The CBC boys are going to handle ACO Court 1. And we'll see if Steffi B wants to come and sit in for a few minutes here, there, and elsewhere as these guys continue to stack them up. Jay Boogie will probably pop in for a moment here or there.
How about Michael Hoangsang is sitting up on the top. He has not thrown one bag, Finn. Not one bag since this match has started. And you know how I feel about that.
I know. You're not a fan.
No. No, and that bag fell.
Gave it enough time, and then...
Yep, just another wash. 10 Washington, what did you call it?
A Washington.
There you go, Washington.
Washingtons. I like this angle, this camera angle. Instead of having it straight up over the top, you get a little bit more feel of the dimension of the board and what's going on with the bags. And Johnny got a little bit more color in those armites that he's throwing.
Sometimes, though, we get to where we can't tell them apart.
Right. Well, I think there's going to be an effort made next season in ACO Season 20 to build out some bags that are easier to differentiate on center court. New Jersey checking in. Scott Burridge says, is this single elimination? No, it is not. Bama boys getting a shout out from Bubba Built.
And Johnny picks up 2 more to go up 15-2. Daryl scored the first 2 of the games and has yet to scratch anything since then.
He's hoping he can get you to come in and opt in Johnny's place. He has a pretty good record against
I guarantee you, it would turn him right on. He wouldn't miss a bag, I can tell you that.
I'm sorry.
You're good, man. You're good. I can take it.
I know, and I know you can dish it out.
I definitely can dish it out, too.
That's what I'm hoping. Maybe we'll put a senior's crown on you
tomorrow.
All is said
this weekend. How about that?
Yep, absolutely.
And now Johnny's got one out of play. A little block by Daryl right there.
See a nice wide angle there showing up there of center court here at the Owensboro Convention Center.
Nice bag.
Tomorrow is going to be a marathon day as these guys work their way down. We'll review some of the schedule. What's on tap for tomorrow. Tonight's just kind of a nice little warm-up, nice little ramp-up.
Johnny just runs to it, as he should. Daryl in to pick up 2. There it is.
Yeah, he didn't chase. All right, wow, no, that's Johnny sitting off to the left there.
Now everybody in the stands has got some Killer Bee stuff going on over there, man.
Yeah, they do.
Ben's going all out, buddy.
Well, I tell you, and this is one of the great things about the World Championships of the ACO is divisions, world women's doubles, seniors doubles, and juniors doubles, which we don't run typically during the season. All that starts at 9 a.m. tomorrow. Tailgaters going on throughout, upstairs as well in the red and the blue room. Then player of the season playoffs in the doubles Tier 2, which is new, and also in the singles Tier 2. That'll start tomorrow around 11 o'clock. Then we have women's singles, senior singles, and junior singles that'll get underway midday. Co-ed doubles bracket. Good golly, Skins Pro Exhibition, the 32 bracket of 32 is going to be a lot of fun, and then the co-ed championship match tomorrow night to wrap everything up.
Johnny in for 4. Daryl's got to get something to go. He wasn't finished. I didn't know he had another bag there, Finn. I was getting all excited about your schedule. Daryl thinking long about this shot right here. If he chases and leaves out, it could be 6 for Johnny. Up and over. Oh,
when it sits up top. Oh, Johnny's
got at least 4, but I think he can go slick side and get in there.
Yeah, he double clutched.
There it is.
Do it.
Nice shot. What a shot by Johnny Thomas.
Great shot.
And that's the game.
He muscled that out of there, and he'll face Michael Hoang, who comes in as the number 1 seed. Johnny Thomas in this group of 3 was the number 2. Daryl Macon will play the loser of the upcoming game for a chance to go back after whoever it is that will earn the King's seat. So keep an eye on things here on center court. Just again, a reminder, we find ourselves in Owensboro, Kentucky, Davis County, Kentucky, and we are thrilled to have you along. If you are checking us out tonight, a full week's worth of outstanding cornhole competition. Alan Ballard wanted to say, hey, Philip Barnett, what's up?
Hey, man.
Mike Ross says, hey to the Mississippi Ninja.
Michael Ross, what's up? All the people out there listening, we're glad to have you on today.
Yeah, Alan Ballard, as a matter of fact, is the one who gave me, I think, the Washingtons. I think that's where that
Good
came
job,
from,
man, Alan.
Up in Toledo.
Yeah. Michael Hoaxing just comes out, grabs a set of bags, and he says, I'm ready to roll, man. Come on, I've been sitting over there resting.
Ready to go in his jeans. Normally he's got a phone hanging off of his hip, but he abandoned that look and feel midway through the season, I do believe.
Maybe he puts everybody on hold for a few minutes.
Yep.
Hey, I got some work to do, boys.
Yeah, Johnny.
Hey, let's talk about how about that shot Johnny hit right there?
That was a
sweet. He moved Daryl's bag completely out of the way there on the left on the slick side and went in for the game.
Yep, that 12-on-6 was enough to get that done.
And I guarantee you Johnny shot probably close to a 10 in that game. I'm going to go try to find it.
Well, Bobby Mumper checking in.
Bobby, what's up? Been a while, man.
Been a minute right there.
Yeah.
Blueprint Bag says 2 great players. They teamed up with Noah and Jacob Dennis to take down second in quads today.
Yeah,
so that's all.
absolutely.
And, I was looking at some of the results already in the open blind draw on Friday. Sean Priest, actually, he won 2 of the blind draws. He teamed up with Darren Obenchen and also Wayne Howard to take a couple of the blind draws. The Hertz took the late blind draw on Friday night.
Well, Sean Priest he's a blind draw king. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
Yeah,
he wins a lot of those quads.
Mm-hmm.
It just seems like that's where he shines the best.
Well, we're gonna have an interesting Slider Cup result coming up here. There were some stacked teams in that Slider Cup.
Oh my gosh!
As well, and a Slider Cup is something that was really spearheaded and created by Frank Gears, founder and president of the ACO. You got 2 doubles teams and a singles player. It's very similar to the Ryder Cup in golf, but converted into cornhole, not unlike we did with Skins, just to come up with new and fun ways to play the game. And it looks like these guys
they're going down and back one more time.
More down and back in them, yep.
Yep.
Oh, Mick Hoaxang, Team Luckies. Johnny Thomas right now throwing for Team Under Armour?
Yeah. I noticed that.
Oh, up and over. Just
how about this? Are you ready for this stat? Don't look now.
Okay.
I told you I thought Johnny Thomas threw around a 10.
Yep.
He threw a 10.63 in 18 rounds.
Is that right? Wow.
18 rounds.
Well, like you said, Daryl jumped out to a 2-0 lead, and then that was it.
7 4-baggers.
Yeah, Johnny never looked back.
Wow. That's good. And Johnny did not play well yesterday in the state Slider Cup.
Rudy Fernandez checking in.
Yeah, hey, Rudy, what's up?
Seeing him some point this week.
I hope he gets there.
Daniel Boone, Philip Barnett, the stud, and Finn Stud.
Hey, Daniel Boone, we miss you being here at the World Championship, my friend.
Appreciate you. Checks in the mail.
Yeah.
Stacy Van Gilder, hey.
What's up, Stacy? I got to see Stacy last weekend.
Yep. All right.
Looking pretty as ever. I guess we're underway. No, they're not, because Johnny threw first out of the red lane.
No,
so
they still have not decided to go after it. He's given
I didn't give him the thumb up.
Yeah,
So.
he's giving Michael a little opportunity to get a little extra warm-up pitch in there.
One thing about Michael's going to sling away. If he got a shot to the chance to shoot that airmail, he likes that airmail, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
And he will fire away at it.
And if you're just joining us, what you're watching now is the playoff for the Seniors Player of the Season for Season 19, the American Cornhole Organization. Our World Championship week is underway. We ramped it up nice and easy, but I'll tell you something. It's going to get hot and heavy as we get closer to American Cornhole Organization World Cornhole Day on Saturday, where we crown either another king or our first ever queen of singles cornhole. So looking forward to an entire week of great stuff here on Center Court. Also, ACO Center Court 1, hosted by CBC. That'll be fired up at some point tomorrow as well. So plenty of cornhole for you to check out on the ACO Digital Network. Check it out. Finn, the loudmouth for the ACO, and I see Johnny Thomas is he didn't even tip her. I can't believe it. She brought him new drinks and no tip. No tip. All right. So
you see Johnny Thomas drinking a cold beer there, man. You don't see that very often.
No, you don't. Well, maybe
here we go,
change
man.
it up. Fists have been bumped.
Hoaxing going to take the first throw right here. And, Hoaxing played for the finals last year, Finn, in the king of the seniors last year.
Yes, he did. And
it's Wayne Corprew,
yes,
man.
Wayne Corprew was unseated him.
Wayne Corprew was unstoppable last week. Oh, now here we go. They're both firing away, and none of them are hitting. There it is.
There it is. Yep. All you had to do is dial it in, make up and over.
I told
knocks
you.
one of his down in. Johnny goes
nice finish by Johnny.
That's pretty good. Oh,
that's going to be 9 on 4. That's going to be a 5 spot right there for Johnny Thomas.
Yeah, he's down. He's confirming.
9 on 4 is what it was.
Yep.
I'm telling you, it's a 5 spot. 9-4. Come on, just like they said in the stand.
Mm-hmm.
Get a lot of help out of those people out there.
Good thing somebody over there is paying attention. The guys on the court aren't.
I'm glad I was. I actually had that, Finn.
How about that? A 5 spot for Johnny Thomas as he jumps out to an early lead. Will the number 2 seed work his way to the king seat here in the Player of the Season for seniors? Only one way to find out. Stick around. Owensboro World Championship Season 19 for the ACO.
I tell you what, I hope we have a lot more rounds like that. Let's throw some blocks and airmails. I love it, man. That's my favorite part of the game. Because Michael's trying to block. I mean, you got to think about it, man. He sit over here and watch Johnny Thomas throw bag after bag after bag in the hole. Now he's coming out here trying to block and shoot some airmails on him.
Boy, Johnny's got a really nice answer to that bag that's laying low right.
He does.
Going to try it on. He just collects it all.
Yep.
Gives Michael an open board to look at. No 4th bag blues there. Double 4 bagger. Cheers to you.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, I'll tell you what, I'll take one. How about you?
All right, yeah, let's do it.
There you go. There's one.
Cheers
there
to
you. Go. There. Cheers to you. That's good.
It is the good stuff. Seems like an opportune time to thank our friends from Green River Distilling.
Yeah, absolutely.
For being part of the Worlds here in Owensboro. They've been here since the early 1800s, as a matter of fact. Just kind of revived the distillery in the mid-50s. And they've done some really nice work, really nice weeded bourbon.
Yeah.
That I've been enjoying over the course of the weekend and the early part of the week. Today is Tuesday, correct? That's why we're doing the taco. Is that right?
Yeah, absolutely. You think you don't know what day it is yet?
No, there's no time during the Worlds.
And it hung up, and that's 6 more for Johnny.
6, wow.
That's 11 to nothing.
Yeah, I have a hard time keeping straight what days they are during the World Championship week.
My good friend Terry Amos sitting over there, man, looking at him sitting in the green shot. Let me tell you something. Him and his wife absolutely have all the tools to make a run in co-ed.
Yeah.
Yes, they made a little run last year, made it almost to our center court here.
Well, I'll tell you what, we talked about it a little bit earlier, and I don't know if we had joined the broadcast at the time. This is the most open field in almost every division I think I've seen since I've been involved for the last dozen years. There were eras where certain guys were just a lock.
Absolutely.
Or certain female players were a lock. But, boy, I'll tell you, look at that women's field. We talk about Emma Jernigan. You got Kim Dice, Martina Bell, Josephina Ernstberger.
Kelsey Heitzler will be here. Yeah, man.
McKenna.
Yeah,
McKenna Kopp.
Yeah, McKenna's just flying right under the radar. And she flat out took the Knoxville major down, men, women, it didn't care. With the funkiest throw you've ever seen in your entire life.
Yes, she did. And Johnny grabs another couple right there. He's extended his lead over McHoax, 13-0.
13-0. I never thought that in a million years. But I'm going to tell you, Michael's a risk taker. He's going to shoot.
Yep.
And there's Johnny's first time. Johnny, you really give him an opportunity.
He doesn't need to take any risk on that.
Yeah, but we talk about the seniors. Any of these guys you're seeing out of these three could definitely take the crown down.
No question.
With several more. Wayne Corporal's back in this field to defend it, too.
And I would tell you, the one thing that I've noticed over the last couple of days, just even in the social play, what's interesting is we thought, could this be the year we have a junior take the top spot? But a lot of the juniors need to get their act together. They have not been playing at the top of the game. Now, there's a couple that have. Isaac has been, and but I tell you, Mason Higgins is one who was struggling a little bit yesterday from what I heard.
Yeah.
Very possibly could be a king of cornhole. I went with Tyler.
Amos?
No, Tyler
Goodwin. Yeah.
And he'll be here later on in the week, so I'm gonna stick with him. But I really think this could very well be the year that Isaac Hurt.
Let me tell you something.
Key and Caleb were throwing lights out yesterday.
In that Mississippi, not Mississippi, that state slider. Let me say hi to Maureen, one of my biggest fans out there. Love Maureen RS. Hey, Maureen. But anyway, they went 20-0. Okay.
Yep.
In singles, 10 singles matches, 10 doubles matches. Okay.
Killed it.
20-0. Both of them throwing lights out because this be their year. I tell you, Caleb threw really well, too.
They're going to be tough to beat in doubles.
Absolutely.
He did take the phone off his hip. I think it started ringing during the match. He handed it off to see who was going to answer.
That was me calling him, by the way.
Any ACO games in New Jersey or New York will be in Atlantic City again in season 20. If you want to check the Facebook page here, the entire Save the Date early schedule has been laid out with more majors yet to come, so feel free to check that out. Don't count out Ashley Irvin, says Joe Hartline. I don't disagree.
Heck no.
What about Megan Puckett? I mean, another one has had a great back half of the season. Oh, boy, that one got away from him just a little bit. Leaves that spot open for Michael.
Johnny's going to pick up one, though.
Oh, he thought he might
Michael's got one off. He fired away at the airmail, missed.
Get enough action on that, but not enough to draw it back into the hole. So, 10 on 9? That's going to
13-2. 14-2. I'm sorry.
14 on 2 now. Yep.
Okay.
Took a second. It's going to take it. Well, we're in that situation, if you recall, last year with the giant here Jumbotron screen. It's a little bit behind us. So
Shane Fretwell says
there's going to be about a.
Shane Fretwell says Amber Fretwell. Absolutely.
Amber Fretwell, we were getting there.
Yeah.
We were going alphabetically backwards by first name. Well, Amber played last year in the finals. I think she wasn't feeling well.
Yeah, she got sick. That's right.
If I'm not mistaken, she was dealing with a little bit of food poisoning, and Josie Claire stepped in and had a dominant performance.
Man, she did have a dominant performance.
She's another one.
How about Trey Hunt tuning in and said, "Let's go, Johnny Thomas." What's up, Trey Hunt?
You boys know of any bag company has Owensboro World's 19 stamped bags?
I think all of the tailgaters do. All of them up there have their stamped bags.
Yeah, and we'll get to that here in just a moment and talk about all the different bag companies represented here. But a handful out in the main lobby area here at the convention center, and quite a few hosting tailgater events up top. Johnny loses one a little bit off to the left. Mike says, "Thank you very much for the middle. I'll take it."
Chance for Michael to grab a couple more back.
Boy, I tell you what, he doesn't waste any time. For a seniors match, there's some pretty good pace on this one.
He is a fast player, Michael is. There it is, 2 more for Michael.
He found his groove. He's not going to let it go. And if you're going to give him that whole center of the board, he's going to take it like any senior player typically does. We did talk to Rex Hurt a little bit ago, the father of the hurt juggernaut, and he was out there admittedly trying to work up a
roll bag.
A roll bag. He said, you don't see a lot of seniors using it. If I get into seniors and bring a roll bag with me, and he's got a couple of good mentors.
Yeah, he does. That's what I told him. You got some good teachers there, dude.
Vin, the loudmouth for the ACO. My pleasure to be sitting side by side with the Mississippi Ninja, Philip Barnett, here at Owensboro Center Court. Good crowd gathered around as this Player of the Season seniors match continues. The loser of this match will play Daryl Macon.
That hopped over the hole.
Yeah, to see who will work their way back toward the king seat holder, which will be the winner of this match.
Speaking of Kelsey Hytridge, you see her sitting right behind that board right there.
There she is.
Yep, with Marty Thompson, another good player out of Alabama. Michael Hoaxing has found a groove.
Anybody that's got children upstairs is playing on them escalators.
Uh-oh.
We're having an issue. It's a safety issue.
All right, here we go. So these guys are going to
chance for Johnny to pick up too. There it is.
Nice bag there for taking it in from right to left. Mike leaves one hanging out. So 12 on 10.
So if you got any children upstairs playing on them escalators or causing issues, you got to be taken care of now.
Maz, you haven't been on the escalator, have you? Okay, I'm just checking.
Every so often, and it takes a couple days. To get into the addressing of what I call the children of the cornhole.
How about my man, Danny Decker? Great watching pure shooters. None of this stepping literally 2 inches beyond the line.
Yeah, it's nice to not see the foot foul.
That's because we honor that line. That line's there for a reason.
Yes, we do. Who you got winning skins? That's a great question, Dylan, because this time the skins was a buy-in, 100% payout. And there are a lot of names in there we have not seen play. Oh, what a shot.
going with my man, Dustin Aaron, though. That was a good shot by Hoaxing. Look at that shot by Johnny.
Right there.
Hoaxing may try to go two again.
He
went for it. Didn't get it. It stayed up.
Kind of pinched him up against the back. What time is the women's final? It'll follow, Cameron, it'll follow this, the women's player of the season final between Emma Jernigan and Kim Dice. That'll happen upon the conclusion. A couple of them, they're both still playing in some of the other events that are going on, so we had to flip-flop the order because the seniors, believe it or not, got done first.
Yeah, believe it or not.
Got Douglas Parker winning it all, says Dylan. That's absolutely possible.
Absolutely. I agree with Dylan 100%. That man's been on a mission. He's been playing really well. Believe it or not, I know, because guess who has to play him a lot?
Whooping you.
Oh, yeah.
Hasib Habibon, good to see you checking out. I wish you were here as well.
Hasib, another great seniors player right there, man.
Yep. Both of these players throwing the Killer Bees armites. Jason.
Oh, and that's an 8-point wash. We haven't seen many of those.
No, we have not.
I thought sure Michael grabbed 2 out of that. Look, man, we got all the stands almost full around here, Finn.
A lot of Killer Bees signage over there. Killer Bees turning out big time. They got the hive working.
Absolutely.
All right, Luke Ferguson going with Dougie's season 20 partner Jack Harcrow for the season.
Hey, how about that announced yesterday? Those two guys are going to be teaming up. That's going to be a force to be reckoned with in the ACO.
Absolutely. What do you say, Greg? Welcome aboard.
Yeah, hey, Greg.
Yeah, Harcrow had a great season.
He did.
It's ironic to say he had a quiet season. He was quietly powerful because he's one of the least quiet folk.
But he's so good, though,
Finn. But man, he is consistent. Oh, look at that. One off the back there.
20, put Johnny on 20.
Is that Mike?
Yeah. Oh, that's it.
Did it. No, he's got, there's one off the back.
Yeah, one off the back. Johnny's going into the king seat.
All right. He can sit off to the side and have his king seat crown for the moment if he wants. I have a feeling he'll probably throw a couple of bags to stay limber. Daryl Macon and limber. Mike Hoaxing will battle to see who gets back out of the very, very tiny losers bracket to battle Johnny Thomas.
And Johnny's sitting in the king seat, got to be double dipped. It's hard enough to beat Johnny one time, much less twice. But that could say true for any of these guys that are playing.
That might be what these two are talking about. You want to go first? You want to try? You want to try? You want to try? And we laid out a little bit of tomorrow's schedule. How about Thursday? The doubles RPI starts at 9 a.m. Singles RPI starts at 11:30. Then the Skins Pro Exhibition top 16. We do the top 32. We start with that 32 bracket on Wednesday. Then the top 16 run around 2 o'clock on Thursday. And doubles tier 2 and 3 brackets going to run. Then the certified official shootout, junior, seniors, and women's championships. Oh, man, oh, man.
Let's breathe hard when you say all that.
I'm exhausted just saying when it's going to happen, not what we're going to have to do while it's happening.
Somebody tell me when I'm supposed to go play or something. Just say, hey, it's your turn.
Well, at some point here, we will rotate in and out, so you'll get to hear different voices and different points of view. Clearly, you and I work together in one particular style. There are other different styles of gameplay that hopefully you will enjoy, or calling those games that you enjoy throughout the course of the week. Our friends from Medford, Oregon made a trip in. They wanted to see exactly what it looked like big time in Owensboro when we were doing it. We got 2 majors in Medford in the coming season 20, which is kind of nice for the west side of the country players. Just a beautiful, beautiful area. Can't wait to get out there.
I'm trying to make one of those.
Yeah, me too. I definitely want to get out for one of those, for a fact.
I see a couple of my buddies playing in the background over there. And it's still going with the Slider Cup.
Mm-hmm. Couple of birthdays we'll be celebrating this week as well.
Yeah. Absolutely. Hey, let's give a little thought for Kenny Bolton, who came home Friday night and his whole house was burnt down, man. Kenny Bolton, one of the ACO guys. If you can remember Kenny Bolton, we appreciate it.
Send some good vibes his way.
Absolutely.
I feel certain if he had to be anywhere this weekend and this week and weekend after that, this is exactly where he'd choose to be.
Probably where he needs to be, too, when you think about it.
No question.
As good as he is, maybe his bags burn up. That wasn't very nice, was it?
And I would tell you, too, that I thought it was very heartfelt of you to say, I don't like you, but I am sorry to hear that.
I was only kidding with him, man. He's a great dude, man. He's a great dude. From Alabama,
great
of course.
Guy. Yeah, Stacy Van Gilder giving the shout-out to Nelson. Nelson's birthday today. How cool is that?
Yeah, Nelson's birthday tomorrow, too. Yeah. I can't wait.
Mm-hmm. Zach Mitchell, what up? Ready to see everybody?
Yeah,
Same
come on,
here.
Zach.
Craig and Tyler showing up on the feed. A lot of shout-outs for those who are watching. Glad to have you checking things out again for a Tuesday night. Nothing better. Throw it up on the big screen, whether you're on the Facebook page or if you throw up the ACO digital network on YouTube.
How about my man, Ethan Stanford? Let me tell you about his young guy starting up in our area. He's going to be a really fine player before it's over. Tuning in tonight. So I want to give a shout out there.
Love it. There's a 12-on-2. Daryl picks up a couple, extends his lead 4-0 over Hoang. Winner of this match takes on Johnny Thomas for the Seniors Player of the Season, Season 19 for the American Cornhole Organization. Don't forget, a little bit later on, 8 o'clock Eastern, 7 o'clock Central is our target time for a live special edition Taco Tuesday where we're having a little draft party and probably be drinking out of a can. But
we'll probably
be drafting players.
Daryl's got
5
one.
at a time. Or each of us is going to grab 5. It'll be all of your stream team members choosing teams. Steffi B, Boogie, you, me, Maz, Mad Maz, and the boys from CBC. I do have to get a hold of
Boogie.
Nice
bag. What a pickup.
Make sure I got Boogie in there. I want him to be out here and be part of this.
That got Daryl kind of fired up on that shot right there, man. A lot of emotion there. How about John Wishart from Coventry in the UK, baby? You know him?
I don't know.
There we go.
Possibly met John. I do know Liam is here with Helly, his better half. They made the trip across. I know the Bailey family, the owners and proprietors of the Par Inn, will be joining us on Thursday. I'm not sure about any other international players. These guys building up a little stack up front.
Michael's shooting away right here. Oh, and he knocked Daryl's bag in. That's the danger when Daryl's got the front bag right there. Left it a little short. Daryl up, and he hit it dead center. He said, let's fire away, Michael. Come on.
Both these guys, neither one of them afraid to
I love it.
go for that air show.
Daryl up and over again. Oh, and he took Michael's in. Michael said, "Thank you very much, Michael."
Appreciate you. I'll go up and take.
And that's going to be 3 for Daryl, though.
Leaves him.
That's going to be 6 for Daryl.
Quickly becomes 10-0. Yes,
To the
sir.
air show. Maz, I don't think Maz likes the air show like I do. As Daryl said, that works so well, I'm going to throw another block right here. Shout out to Wally Kessler. What's up, Wally? Hope we do too. Appreciate it. Michael trying to run through right there. Oh, and Daryl kicked one out of play. Michael, chance to get on the board. Oh, and he missed. He missed, but he might get still direct. He might shoot it too. He's thinking, look at him.
Yeah, not happy with that.
He's on slick side. He's going to run.
Up, over.
Oh, what a shot. What a shot by Michael Hoaxing.
We'll be able to see that one again, do we think, in slow-mo?
Woo!
Check this bad boy out. 10-on-4 now.
Here comes Michael's shot right here. What's it?
And up and catches just enough of that southeast corner and just rocks it down to the bottom. What a great shot.
And that's his game. He likes doing that. And he flipped it back over on the slick side. I thought he was going to just try to run through everything. And all of a sudden, boom, it's in the way air, and it just took the back bag and left everything else. Now both men are just dialed in right down the middle.
Going clean after some dirty.
Here we go. I need one anyway. There you go, boys.
Cheers to you.
There you go.
There it is.
There it is. Killer Bees 4 bag over there. The flag's flying. See my friend Dana enjoying the festivities. That's another woman you might want to watch in the women's division.
Yeah.
She can flat play now. Dana Vivolo. All these bags should be collected. Oh, and
wow.
Daryl moved this out of the way. I guarantee if Michael's got to shoot it, he's going to shoot for that last one.
No, he doesn't need to. I don't think he even needs
No,
to shoot.
Daryl's going to knock it in right here.
Goes here.
Oh, he might now.
I can just run it right up the middle and take them both.
Good shot.
Very nicely done.
And 4 more for Michael Hoaxang, who's on an 8-0 run.
Then
8-0 run, Michael Hoaxang.
Welcome aboard, Tammy Miller.
The winner of this moves on to play Johnny Thomas and got to beat him twice. The loser is done for player of the season.
As you mentioned, Johnny has to be double-dipped on this one, but the women's final will be a best 2 out of 3. Since it's just a 2-person playoff for player of the season between Emma Jernigan and Kim Dice, who's been on fire. She's had a little bit. I saw her a little bit today, Kim, on center court, and she was having a little bit of a rough way to go.
She was struggling on center court, but I'm sure she's out there straightening it out right now in the Slider Cup.
Maybe a new piece of gum.
Appreciate you, Justin Duke, with the comment. I appreciate that. Zach Dawson. And Tim Washington, as you say.
There they are, the Washingtons.
I remember that.
Hoaxang just continues to squeeze and get back closer to Daryl Macon, who.
Yeah, I didn't think Michael had a very good game against Johnny, but he just seemed to be dialing in a little bit right here.
Yeah. Only put up 6 points against Johnny. I mean, well, hell, Daryl only put up 4. Johnny came in.
Johnny's on fire now.
Got his business done, and I do not see him, so he must be staying warm somewhere around center court here.
Whatever he did from yesterday to today, it's worked.
Yeah.
Because he really struggled yesterday in the States.
Run it up the middle.
Daryl, I don't know if it's a good idea to block Michael Hoaxing. He's going to see if he's going up and over again right here. Maz, what do you think?
Up.
Oh, that's one he killed him against Johnny right there.
Well, you mentioned risk taker.
Yeah.
He is a risk taker.
And he picks up a point out of it, though.
Run through and collect, but he bounces off to the right-hand side. And again, by way of reintroduction, welcome back to Center Court, Owensboro, Kentucky. It's our back-to-back World Championships of Cornhole, Season 19, here with the American Cornhole Organization. Thrilled to be back here with Mark Calitri and his entire crew from Visit Owensboro. Glad to be working with them as closely as we are. Another super major set for January.
Yeah.
So we will double that up and make that a big skins production. So looking forward to being back here then.
Nice bag there by Daryl Macon. See, going this way, they're both dialed in. Though a lot of four-baggers coming this way.
It does seem a little cleaner coming this way, doesn't it?
It does.
East to west. A little more dirty going the other way. There it is. Cheers to you.
Cheers.
I have to set my
the killer bees are out.
Down there on the floor because I'm afraid I'm going to spill it on you again.
Mad sitting here beside me. I thought this week would never get here, Finn.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I started counting down at the end of May, and I swear it seemed like it was 6 months before it got here.
It seems like we haven't seen you. I mean, we saw each other in Branson.
We did, in May.
Yeah, for that Memorial Day weekend final major and Pro Series skins, which was a lot of fun.
It was a blast.
Pick your poison kind of deal, which I think you will see that format resurrected in the coming season. Ooh, that one just skipped over top like there was a lid on it. Mike says, "I'll take that. Thank you so much."
Michael may go after that other bag. I'm telling you. He won't now.
Just trying to run through and take that.
Yeah, it should be at least two. And Daryl's stepping out, going to chase that bag. I don't think it's a good move.
Oh, he did. It's
2 points.
A couple.
Hey, Daryl, he can show a lot of fire and a lot of motion too. He's tickling himself right there.
Yeah, Michael retakes the lead, 11-10. So he'll take first bag back as the number one seed. Again, the winner of this match will face off against Johnny Thomas, who comes in as the number 2 seed. There on screen, you see the hosts of Whole Nation there, Rich and Tracy Pyle. Tracy behind the scenes. You can see her there with her production camera and everything. And then half of Ashley Irvin there.
Oh, the big blind draw getting ready to start.
Mm-hmm.
We lost our whole crowd.
we lost a few people around center court. Yes, we did.
Michael, I think, can get that back. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
This should be 2 more from Michael. As Michael is on a 13-0 run.
I know. How about that? 12-10 adds to that tally there for Michael Hoangsang.
See the bag partner scrolling across the top, right? How about my man making bags out there? Got his trailer sitting out there. Elite custom bags right here on spot.
Yeah,
I know you're going to talk about it later, so I'm going to have to mention it too.
Well, no, it's absolutely cool. He brought this production trailer out there. You wouldn't know by looking at him. I mean, it's got great, awesome logo and everything on there. But you go in there and he'll make them for you right there on the spot.
Right there on the spot.
I love it. What a great idea.
Oh, yeah.
Cody and the crew from Elite Bags. Quite a few bag partners. Big D's going to be set up out front out of Dallas. And CBC boys are rolling in tonight to get set up. Gusto Bags out there, our man Boogie.
Oh, and this could be 6 for Daryl right here.
Rocket Bag Company. Oh.
That wasn't a good bag, I don't think.
Up and over. Oh, how about that?
Big push right here. Oh, and he makes 1. Picks up 4. Man, he got a chance to pick up big-time points right there. He only gets 4.
10 on 6.
And he'll take it. He's happy again. He's pointing away.
Yeah, 14 on 13
Smith, there's
now.
another women's contender making it in. The Englishes out of Owensboro, Kentucky. Sitting across from us. Love them people. You're showing him his sunburn.
Yeah, thanks. I owe my sunburn to them, actually.
She told me she don't carry any sunscreen on that boat. You better take it yourself next time, bro.
She works outside. She said, who needs sunscreen, you wuss?
Mark Smothers, he wanted to let me know he's still here. What's up, Mark Smothers? That's another guy that could flat out take the seniors title this weekend.
No question. And then if we ask him what his strategy was, good luck figuring it out.
that little sound bite we did with Mark Smothers was one of the funniest things.
Up and over, and he went
Michael
for the
goes,
all risk but no reward.
Is that 3 for
It
Michael?
only cost him,
Well, it only cost him a penny. But Michael, hey, it doesn't matter what the score is. Michael Hoang will take a shot. I promise you,
Yes,
it does not matter. 14-13 now.
You know, we talked about the air show. The Owensboro Air Show is happening.
Yeah, it is.
About,
in the senior
3 weeks.
division.
And the seniors division. And in about 3 weeks. And they have the Owensboro Air Show. This would be the first of 2 air shows in town.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely. Man, we don't even charge for tickets to get in to watch ours either. Come on. Nice bag by Daryl. He's getting dialed in with that elbow.
Nodded at Pete Rose.
Oh, he got it
shot
again. Michael Coxswain continues to fire away, man.
He looks like he just.
Oh, and it upset Daryl so bad. Daryl missed, and now it's going to be.
Watch this on the out here. After he does it, watch him when he collects up here on the delay as we watch the replay. He'll hit this, he'll grab it, and then he looks like he's just furious with himself. Is Michael? Watch. Oh, well, I just had to bring both bags in.
Yeah, just another day, man. Upset Daryl so bad he didn't even come close to the
I would
hole.
love to be that mad at my game. There it is again. You can watch it. Watch it drains on the instant replay, and then he just stands like, oh, well. Now they're cleaning it up east to west.
That's right.
Again.
I mean, it's a 4-bagger every time this way.
Well, look at it just leaking in the left side.
How about my man, Pac-Man? How about this name we hadn't heard in a while? James Offenberg. Remember Dylan Offenberg?
Yeah.
We miss you guys. Come on back out, man. Come on.
Look at here, stepping out to the right, try to cut around and see if he can grab them both. Michael did not run through it. Oh, and he got him.
What a shot. That was a great shot. I pick up 2 points. Now it's 16.
So he puts that blocker up there. Michael doesn't run through it. He sits up behind it. And this is, there's a lot more of that bag available than you could see from this angle, and he really does a nice job of stepping out and targeting that one in his sights.
And we have that game to 5, Finn. Game to 5.
Yes, we do.
The World Champions of Cornhole, right here in Owensboro. We're here all week. All week.
You must really like your hotel room or something.
Man, I get excited, boy. I tell you, man, I love it.
Nice instant replay there. Got another chance to look at some great shots. Now, again, it's dirty going this way.
Oh, Michael finds a hole back there somewhere.
Yeah, and it's funny. I like this angle, not straight over top of it, because you can really see an airmail going through, and you're looking at what the players are looking at. I love it.
We also have the luxury of that's on delay, so I get to watch that shot twice. That's bad.
Times between that instant replay and the delay on the big screen. Yeah. Daryl says, I'm going to go down here and take a look at it. How much real estate do I have? What acreage is available to me?
Daryl's got one hanging a little bit. It looks like he might have pulled, but he's going to have to hit it clean on that side.
Yep, 16 on 16 right now. The winner faces off against Johnny Thomas. We'll have to double dip him to take the Seniors Player of the Season award.
And we're in a game to 5. First 5 points here plays Johnny Thomas. It's a big shot.
Grips it after he flips it. Rips it.
Oh, he tried to push through. Now, he's seen this before. He's already went one time. Is he going for it? Yeah.
Yeah, he's going to go up and over.
Oh, he hit it again. What a shot by Mick Hoaxing.
Well, when I see him getting ready to go up like that,
you got to turn your sound down?
Put my headphone off my earballs.
I'm sorry, buddy.
You're blowing my eardrum out.
I'm sorry. You want to turn me down? You can turn me down a little bit. You can turn me down a little bit.
What?
Dude,
there's no way I would ever turn you down. There's no way anybody could.
You know I get excited on those shots right there. I can't help it, man. At least I'm not hitting you over here today, man. Come on.
Especially with this sunburn. Whew. I appreciate you. Go easy on me. You see all those patches on.
Great shots by Mike Oaks.
Yeah, you see all those purple jersey patches on the back of Daryl Macon's jersey. Oh, nice collection up there.
Daryl cannot make another mistake here, though. And he lays up again. Mike, if he wants to go for the kill right here.
Yep, he is.
Maz says he's going for it, and he missed it.
He's going to do it again. Yeah. Maz knows Hoaxing's game very well. He knows it inside and out.
I love it, man. I like a guy who's going to take those chances, that's for sure. Daryl goes up and over and leaves the blocker in place. What a move.
Nice up and over. And
off
the back.
A big push here, and Daryl could win this game. This is a 5-point push right here.
Well, we saw him step out and get the job done, and he doesn't need – it doesn't need to be that strong. He tried to move that whole pile going the other direction. He's going at it, coming in hot.
There it is. Daryl Macon takes the game.
What a shot. And, again, you said high risk. You got a risk-reward factor there, and Hoaxing went high risk, and he just screwed himself out of it, to be honest with you.
I'll tell you what, I honestly thought he should have laid behind Daryl one shot and taken the last shot. He shot at both of them, and, he's trying to take the game away from Daryl, and that's his game. So, how about that?
Very nicely done. All right. Well, this is it. Johnny Thomas, Daryl Macon here on center court. Owensboro, Kentucky, back-to-back world championships for the American Cornhole organization, and we are about to crown a seniors player of the season. Women's player of the season match between Emma Jernigan and Kim Dice will follow this one. I do believe they are ready to play. They're probably over warming up right now. Throw a set of headphones on there. Daniel Lilly checking things out, buddy. We looking forward to having you over here for a World Championships here soon. He's our director of ACO Europe. Good to have you on, my friend. And we've got our man Liam and Helly over here already. They were out partaking last night and earlier today in some of the tailgater. And Mad Maz joins us on this one. Now, tell us a little bit about what you saw there from Hoaxing. Did he play his normal risk-reward match there?
So the one thing I'll say about Mick Hoaxing is there's zero fear in any shot in any situation, and that's the biggest compliment you can give to a guy is no matter how it's starting, no matter how it's going, he's going to shoot that shot. We saw earlier in the games where he shot a couple and they just kept missing, and the confidence never wavered.
No.
We saw him take huge shots in the end, and he made them. That's the biggest compliment I can give is there's zero ever waver in his confidence.
Well, if you got a game and that's your game, you can't back down from it. I don't care what
Absolutely.
the situation is, man. He actually, if he makes that first air mail, he shoots off the back when he lost the game. They could have put a lot of pressure on Daryl Macon right there, man.
Yep.
Then he makes the second one. He had the game sitting there looking at him. So I admire the guy for keep firing away, man.
Yep.
How many times have we seen it? We've said it with Craig Irvin and Tyler Amos. Sometimes they stray away from the game that got them where they were. You got to dance with who you brung, as they say.
Correct.
And sometimes as soon as it sounds stupid, but I equate it to Keno. Every time you feel like your numbers aren't going to hit and you change them, you screw yourself up.
Yep.
You got to play your numbers.
Correct.
You got to play your numbers.
Yeah.
And eventually it will pay off. Maybe even at a video machine down at the VFW Hall if we ask a couple of our hardcore
Don't tell me you've been down there.
compatriots. Oh, yeah, I went down there.
Oh,
I
okay.
put some money in there, and I said next time I'm just going to get out my Zippo and light it because it'll burn longer than it took me to lose it. So at least I'll get some heat off
You
of it.
don't have very good luck
No,
gambling,
not
do
down
you?
there. Not down there. I'm with Maz. I like table games.
Yes.
Me too.
Yes.
I want to play against a person, not against a TV.
Me too.
But we got a couple people here who have mastered the art of that TV and are I won't say their names. I might say what they rhyme with in case anybody wants to split the winnings with me if we take them down. But so these guys are going to get ready to go. Johnny Thomas. So who wins? Talk to me now about what you've seen.
I don't know. Johnny could possibly be in the head of Daryl Macon. If you notice, Daryl Macon switched bags.
Oh, he did, didn't he?
Oh, wow.
I just noticed it that just as he picked him up, he's throwing some kind of reddish curl. And that's what that's what you got mad at me about right there, buddy. He got mad at me for the same thing.
What did you do? Did
I
he start
stepped out.
walking?
He walked early,
Did
yeah.
you start walking?
Yep.
Oh, now look at that.
The only thing
Don't
I'll
let him get in your
say,
head. Don't let him get in your head.
the only thing I'll say for Johnny is he's been sitting 2 games now.
Yeah.
Does that play into effect? Daryl just came off a 21-20 thriller. Adrenaline's high. Johnny has to kind of play from behind the adrenaline gate per se.
I don't think it was as well as Johnny threw in that last game.
Yep.
I think Johnny's dialed in. I think this is Johnny's match.
All right.
Daryl may prove me wrong. Mm-hmm. He's done it before. But, yeah. And it's an all Alabama final. They'll tell you what, Alabama has made a name for itself in the cornhole world for sure. My man Keith Blair over there. Yeah. Good to see him back in the building.
Did you see Josh Lunsford and some of the other outside of Louisville crew back in town, which is awesome. There is an amazing phenomenon for those that are watching, and you won't notice it if you're out. I mean, you might notice it, but it won't occur to you the way that it occurs to me. But we use Scoreholio, which is an opportunity to run a tournament that allows all your information to go to your phone. It's cut down a lot on the announcing overhead. It never fails once we start going from center court here that all of a sudden there's lost dogs and cars in front of
children,
kids on escalators.
Kids on escalators. There's more shouting going on over this overhead right now. Listen to this. This is unbelievable to me. It's incredible to me. It's been quiet
and it's
as
loud.
a mouse in here.
And it's loud.
Yeah, and I'm also going to go over there and talk to those guys about the fact that the microphone does a lot of the work.
They yell into it. No, I know.
You telling me that too?
No, I don't even know who said that. No, I would tell you there's nobody directing tournaments in this sport anywhere better than who we got under that tent right now. Ryan LaBelle and Chris Clark and April Clemens. It doesn't get any better than that. And upstairs, Whitney Garner running things up in the tailgater. Our man Brian Jones running up in the tailgater. This is going to be a week that people will continue to sing about moving into season 20.
Johnny has a bag out of play, and Daryl's just wanted to just go hang out with it, man.
So what did Daryl move to? Did you say? What bags?
I have no clue what he's throwing now, but I'm sure it's a Killer Bees playing.
I would hope so.
Well, now that they all left,
I can see the bee on it.
Now that they all left to go play, maybe he said, well, the heck with you guys.
Yeah, man. So much for the dadgum support, man.
Right.
Oh, sorry, we got a blind draw to play.
Well, the minute that Woman Player of the Season tournament went on, our whole crowd just went up and meandered over there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got them coming up here, right, afterward.
Are they playing over
So they're
here?
starting right now on center court, too, because Kim's in the big blind draw for the World's points. So they started early. If they get to game 3 and ours are finished, we might get game 3, but I don't think we're going to get women's over here.
No, that's a drag.
Yeah.
I want to see that match
over
here, but they're holding up. The problem is they're playing in multiple
tournaments.
It's
hard for us to get,
they're holding it up, and that's holding everybody else up.
And Johnny picks up the first 2 of this match with a 4-bagger.
All right, 2-0 to get us out to an early lead. Nobody here seems to be in any hurry.
Must be tough to have to play your doubles partner every time you turn around.
Yeah.
You know? And I'm sure these guys are back and forth, too. I told you I went to the Goat Pen Tuesday night. And in Alabama, Mark Golden built a beautiful place down there. He's calling the Goat Pen. You had Jack Harcrow, Johnny and Daryl, Tyler Goodwin, Chris, I can't remember his last name, but oh, my God, there was throwers from everywhere in that thing.
Well, you're starting to see a lot more of these dedicated buildings and facilities being built on private property now.
Absolutely.
I mean, a lot of it started, if you think about it, on the West Coast with Burnett. He's got that place that I think he's used for.
What a shot.
Way to clean up that laundry
Johnny
basket.
still got 2 out of that, but that was a good shot.
It's good stuff to clean it all up. You take another look at that one here on instant replay. Up and flush. Bang. Nicely done. Burnett's place, I believe, is also used for archery.
Yeah.
So any place you can build lanes.
Russell Tabors. He uses his for archery, too. Both his daughters shot archery.
Now, is his called? Tell me what he calls his. Is it the Corndominium?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
I thought I had heard that name for it.
You go up there and play, it's just like the Golden place, man. It is stacked field.
It is.
I go up there 3 times a year.
Well, I will tell you, I had a unique opportunity, and I'm going to tell this story a number of times over the course of the week. Had an opportunity to go. Caleb Hurt, our player of the season in singles, tied the knot with, or what's that, a 2-spot?
2-spot,
yeah. 2-spot there. Tied the knot with his now better half, and the Mrs. Caleb Hurt, Adrian. And so we got an opportunity to go see the inner sanctum of their workout, where they play, the two lanes in their barn where they play. And we went in there and played a little crew cup. It was a lot of fun. We ended up winning, which was nice.
You
as well.
did. You won.
Yeah.
Hey,
Well,
look at you, man.
I was partnered up and I was throwing next to Caleb, and my number one phrase that came out of my mouth after I would throw my two was, "You can get those, can't you?"
Yeah. Yeah.
He'd go, "Yeah," and he would. But I saw something I saw something in there that horrified me, and I heard something that horrified me. But you want to talk about dedication to practice? We saw a spider walking up the wall, and Rex went to hit it with his crock, and it jumped like 5 feet. It jumped, and then we couldn't find it. So that'll keep you on your toes.
Oh, yeah.
And the other one, they were talking about their sister Gracie was standing out there one time, and she goes, "What am I standing on? It's so
snake.
soft," and it was a copperhead.
Oh, shoot.
It wasn't just any snake. There's a double four-bagger, by the way.
Yeah, absolutely. We didn't do that.
We were remiss. Apologize for that. Yeah, copperhead. So I guess you got to figure – you got to get your practice in there, and you got to get it dialed in and get out. Women's Amber is playing on center court 1 right now because the women are still playing in one of the divisions, and they've had to stop everything in order to play this off. So if we can get what might be a game 3 out of it, we will.
Nice
Johnny
bag.
has to take this game fairly quickly before we'd be able to move that over here. So for that, we apologize, but there's also a certain amount of, if you're going to be playing in this, you shouldn't be playing in that kind of thing going on
It just comes down to,
as well.
And look at that. They've got them all bunched up. Daryl going to go up again, try to do some drop. Oh, and he does, and he picks up 2 points out of that.
All right, so right now Emma Jernigan is up 18-15 on Kim Dice.
Good job, Ben. Good job. And I didn't think Kim was warming up very good over here earlier, so you saw it as I did, man. She was all over the board warming up.
Yep.
That was a nice shot by Daryl making a pickup, too.
6-on-2. Emma increases her lead now 20-15. Could Emma Jernigan very quickly be our women's player of the season?
Emma Jernigan. Who would have thought? Would you have bet on Emma Jernigan before the season started? I knew she was good. Hold on. I knew she was good. Don't get me wrong. But to get to player of the season, I wouldn't have bet on
There are other
Emma.
names that I would have, to be honest,
I agree.
thought
That's what
of
I'm
in
saying.
front of her, but you can't deny the position she's in right
No.
now. So 20-15 right now in game number 1, which is a best of 3. Another double 4-bagger.
There you
Cheers
go.
to you.
Always going that way.
Cheers, boy. Yeah, it does.
They keep going that way. I may stagger out of here.
Let's see who we got checking things out with us here.
I'm sorry, Finn. I know it drives you crazy.
You know what's weird? Every single tournament, they seems like they come in overnight and move your mouth
I think they do.
to a different part of your face.
I know that drives you crazy. That's why I said I'm sorry.
Oh, it's all right. It's all right. It's real, man.
Yeah, I know.
It's real. No.
I saw Joyce Brooks turning in just to tune in a minute ago, and there she is sitting across from us. How about that?
Oh, boy, and Daryl chased there, and that's going to cost him big time.
Oh, and that's 6 by Johnny, and he's only 9 points away from repeating.
And what a bag, too, because Daryl's pinched up just a little bit, but they've been playing pretty slippery around the hole. He very well could have drawn at least 1, if not 2 of those in there, but he sat him down and dropped his underneath. Good stuff. So 12 on 2, what'd you say, 9 points.
That's that chase bag that I always talk about. Yeah. Hey, I'm a very bad victim, especially where his were. I feel like I can get that bag almost every single time I play it, and I do exactly what he did, give up points. As a matter of fact, I chased it over in Tulsa when I was playing for the championship and gave up a big 10 spot.
A 10?
A 10 spot.
Oh, boy, and he
this
let
could be,
Daryl what a finish.
And it's going to be 4 more for Johnny. It's going to put him at 16, and Daryl's frustrated. I can tell it.
Minimum of 4.
Yeah. There it is.
And it is. All right. So
16 to 2.
16, 20-18 on center court 1. Emma Jernigan holds the lead in game number 1 in a best of 3 over Kim Dice right now. But Kim battling
20-18,
back.
Hey, does this look like a repeat of last game? Daryl got the first 2 points of the game.
Yep.
And Johnny rattled off 21 in a row.
21-4.
Yeah. And Johnny is dialed in, man. And Daryl can't make any more mistakes. I'm telling you right now, I think there's a point right now where he can't make any mistakes.
Let me ask you, we saw the pace with which Hoang throws, and Daryl throws pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Tell me, you've played Johnny enough to know. Has he increased his pace? Is he a little faster?
I think he's about, I think he's about the same. I try to slow him down a little bit.
I feel like he lets it go a little faster than he used to. He's not overthinking it as much, at least today.
There we go.
There's another double four. Little Fidget. Cheers to you. I don't know. We just made that name up, Maz.
I could tell, yeah.
Sometimes
we have had some fun over the last 3 years, though. I'll tell you that.
Sometimes when you're sitting here, you got to do some things just to keep your brain clicking.
Especially when they start just throwing bag in the hole after bag in the hole.
Yeah. Yep.
Well, I would tell you over the you talk about the number of years we've been watching and doing this together. Something big happened over there at Port 1. We'll tell you.
You're going to fix and see when your score changes.
Yeah, well, 27-18 became 21-18.
Emma Jernigan got the first game.
Game number 1 in a best of 3. So now what we can selfishly hope for is Kim evens it out and Johnny finishes this off, and that's all pure selfishness on our part.
There it is one more time.
Another one. But I would tell you, over the years that we have been doing this together, the pace of the seniors division overall has increased.
You see, we're not seeing
T-Bone.
T-Bone. That's what I was trying to think of the name. You know, so they're going for game 2. But yeah, T-Bone was a deliberate player. We had some more. Dan Dicer, very deliberate. You know. Is Johnny Thomas is doing nothing but throwing bags in the hole.
Yeah.
That's all he's doing.
Yeah, it seemed to have worked well for him.
Yeah.
Daryl make the mistake or Chase a mistake.
A little front block helps.
Right there, Daryl forced a mistake that he can run through now and clean up. Johnny probably could have gone for that if he wanted to with a 16-2 lead.
But you know what, Finn? You say that, but, man, I'm up 16-2. I don't want to give that man 4 points. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm sliding that bag in. I'm not chasing that one. I say that as I'm sitting here, but you look at it and say, oh, my gosh, I can get this and not give him another 2 points. So, but I think Johnny did the right thing, just sliding in there.
Yeah.
How about this name I hadn't heard in a while? Jennifer Hank Freeze used to be a mainstay on the ACO tour. We miss you, girl. John Steins, I know where he's from, in England, man. I hope the quitting smoking thing is still going on.
All right, Kim takes an early 2-0 lead in game number 2 in the women's final, which is going on right behind us here. If we get to a game 3,
sits up.
We have the opportunity to put that here on the stream. We'll do it.
That might come back.
All bunched up, ready to
nice
clean
bag.
up. Nice.
That's coming.
In. Yeah.
Johnny up and over.
And he drops one.
That's a mistake. I think this could be 5 points.
I think he shoots it for that back one. No, he doesn't.
He's up to 5 though. That's a hard pull, man. That's a hard pull.
But I think it's already sitting kind of. It's starting to get back heavy. Look like that. You know, the kind of sagging on the backside. I think it's a
hard pull.
Yeah, I think it's the same logic.
He hit it right there.
The last frame though.
Yep.
Why risk it now?
Yeah.
Since he's already knows what he's giving up.
Yep.
So 16-9.
I see Bob Howe sitting back there, another guy that could possibly win the seniors division this weekend, or possibly even the singles. Oh, and there's a play. There's one out of play, and Johnny's going to move out even farther. Nice bag by Johnny Thomas.
You mentioned Bob Howe. You know who Bob Howe will have to beat to win the King of Cornhole?
Who's that?
Bob Howe.
Yeah, that's right. I agree with that. That's a great analogy, man, because he's got all the tools, man.
Oh, yeah.
He's even got a little cut bag he's been working on, man.
Just got to get out of his own head. Yeah. Johnny Thomas continues to build on his lead, doubles up Daryl Megan 18-9 here on center court. Behind us here, Kim Dice down 7-2 now in what is a best of 3, whereas Emma Jernigan has already taken game number 1, 21-18 for Women's Player of the Season.
I'm like, Maz and I just looked at each other and went, wow, and I kind of agree with that, man. Nice bag by Johnny. Put that bag right back in play right there.
And you guys talked about, going back to the Emma Jernigan, you talked about how that wasn't the name at the beginning of the season, and you're absolutely right. But through this season, she has continuously proved she deserves to be in this conversation, and it's just fantastic to watch.
2 more for Johnny. Yep. He's going to get on that 20 number.
And that's it.
Game. That is a game with Johnny Thomas. Player of the season, Johnny Thomas.
Congratulations. He took the king seat coming in as the number 2 seed out of a 3-person playoff, and he adds his name to the list that includes 2 Hurts, a Rao, and a Geiger right now.
Absolutely.
The question becomes, who's going to add their name to that list from Center Court 1, which is happening right behind us here. Emma Jernigan now up 7-6 in Game 2 over Kim Dice. Kim Dice dropped Game 1 21-18 to her, so we'll see if we can get Johnny over here for a moment. And then if they are able to pull over that Game 3 will be right here on Center Court if Kim is able to pull that out over Emma, and that'll be a nice way to wrap things up here on Center Court.
He's getting mobbed by the Alabama boys, absolutely.
Sure is.
One thing about the Alabama people, they stick together, dude. I'm going to tell you right now.
That's 'cause
and
they're so
outsiders
sweaty.
like me don't get along with them when I went down like to the place the other day, the goat pen.
The goat pen.
Yeah, that's a
Absolutely.
great name, is it
It
not,
is.
man?
It is.
All right, so let's pretend like he's a just married car and strap some cans on
Come
it.
on around.
Well, let's see. We'll keep an eye on this score over here. Kim Dice is now out to 8-7 in game number 2. And here he is.
Again, imagine that.
Again.
I say POS stands for Player of the Season. He says it stands for something else. Congratulations.
I don't even know what he wants to think.
Well, you'll figure it out, and it ain't point of sale. I'll tell you that much. Let me give you that right there. That's much more comfortable.
Absolutely.
All right, so this guy, you find yourself in the king seat. You stayed a little bit warm. You had a really good run. I mean, you seem like you found your groove.
I did, but I'm going to say this. Daryl has taken me to the woodshed in the last 3 or 4 months, and it was a lot to get ready for. I tried to change my bag from the down angle to a little flatter bag, and it really didn't help me this year. Really put me in a down spurt, but then Daryl come on, and he's been throwing so lights out, and then when Mick goes and gets the number 1 seed, I'm like, really? I'm going to have to start off with Daryl. So it was tough, but I had to stay. I tried to stay focused because, dude, Daryl's been throwing lights out, and Mick, I already know what Mick throws like. And but they both great players, and at the same time, it was just it was really a battle for me to get by Daryl at the beginning, and I just tried to stay focused.
Well, we did notice a lot of risk versus reward shot making. You guys seen when you were going east to west from our vantage point, a lot of double 4-baggers, but dirty down this way.
Yeah. I guess what arm you comfortable with, So it's like you got, but there again, it's just we got 2 different. You got 2 great players that you're trying to compete
2 different
against.
styles too.
Yes,
And I'll tell you what, you seem to have adjusted your game a little bit from yesterday when you started out on fire yesterday, right? so what?
If you want to say yesterday was on fire,
I'm only kidding. I'm only kidding. But look, you have made some adjustments from it. Evidently, you started out bad. What did you actually go do to make the adjustment to come out? You threw almost an 11 the first game. I don't know if you knew that. It was 10.68, something like that. Almost an 11. I'll call that. But, I mean, what have you done to adjust that as your man, the other goat right
Mr.
there?
Scott Burge. I appreciate you, Scott. Everything you've done for us. But otherwise, no, it's just one of those things that once you start off like I did yesterday, it was really depressing. And then you get – but I will say this. The people who beat me, Phillip, threw very well to beat me. So, I mean, but at the same time, it was just one of those things. It's like you don't know how you started, and it's like, man, how am I going to get back and regroup? And I went 0-4 and then won 6 straight, and it sort of just gave me some momentum, and it gave me some confidence, actually. Not momentum, confidence. And and actually, everybody knows this part of the game is confidence.
Yeah.
And my wife said, how do you feel? I'm like, I think I'm going to be good. She goes, and she's always on me, and it's like, I'm going to be fine, okay. Just, and then after I won, I got over there and tried, and people's trying to talk to you, and I'm just trying to stay focused.
Yep.
So,
Well, I'll tell you what, focus was the name of the game in every game that we watched. It continues with the women's player of the season right behind us now. They're doing a best 2 out of 3. Emma Jernigan took game 1. Kim Dice is trying to fight back to get to a rubber match. Take here.
those are two good throwers, very good throwers.
Well,
and whoever battles against them, actually Kim was one that I had to battle with to get a first win yesterday, and it was just comfort to get
she was
it.
playing well,
she,
too.
But she threw really well, so it's one of those. But I do want to thank Ben with Killer Bees. Hey, these have been a great bags, and I appreciate everything you've done for us, Ben, with me and Daryl, and we both were throwing it tonight, and hey, they're great bags. All I can tell anybody, they're great bags, and Ben's been great for us.
Great bags thrown by great players in a great space. Congratulations.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
How about that?
And I want to thank my two people that was throwing against me too, because they're
Yes,
great. Not
absolutely.
only great players, they're great individuals. So.
Anybody could have won that. Everybody knows that. So, but
absolutely.
you stepped out and you threw really well today.
Well, I
I
appreciate
hope you
it.
forget
Thank
how you do it tomorrow, but that's other than that right now.
Well, on behalf of Maz and
Yeah.
on Phil and me, all three of us at one point just looked at each other after some of that shot making and just mouthed the word. Wow. Congratulations, man. How
Well, I
about that?
appreciate it.
Our
Thank you.
player of the season for seniors now adds his name to a list that includes Caleb Hurd for singles. And how about Isaac Hurd for juniors? You got Maggie Geiger and Wayne Rao in co-ed, and now we're about to find out, is Emma Jernigan going to hold on and take the best 2 out of 3 from Kim Dice, but Johnny Thomas?
Hey, I will
seniors
say
player of the
this: I
season.
like both of them, but hey, I love Bama.
Yeah.
There you go.
I'll tell you what, man. Hey, I know you.
So Alabama, I'm really pulling for Alabama,
I feel
but
like
hey,
I'm-
they're both great
Hey,
individuals.
one last thing. You do have a great support system in your wife. She's always here supporting you.
She
I know you
is.
gave her a shout out a minute ago, but she is just one fine, sweet lady. I don't know how she ended up with you, but anyway, she is one fine, sweet lady,
Look,
and she is a very good support system for this man right
I totally
here. So,
agree, and I appreciate everything she's done
Yep.
for me and actually puts up with.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought I put it that way, but you know,
It is official. Johnny Thomas is a POS.
yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right,
Yes,
well, let's
man.
keep an
Appreciate it.
eye on
Thank y'all
things.
so
What's
much.
going on? Emma Jernigan's still up now. She's up 17-11 on Kim Dice. Will they get to a game 3? Will that game 3 be here on center court? We'll find out here in just a moment. Go celebrate your
Yeah.
victory.
I appreciate
feel
it.
like
Thank you.
Forrest
Yeah.
Gump, Alabama. That's
Yes.
all we keep
Thank you.
hearing about.
Yeah, I love
these first
Alabama.
couple days.
Thank
Nicely
y'all so
done,
much.
buddy.
I
Thank you.
appreciate everything.
All right, be
Thank you,
good. Johnny Thomas takes player of the season for seniors, and it was a hard-fought battle. How about Mike Hoangsang, and how about, boy, I'll tell you something, Daryl Macon. A couple of great games that were thrown. We're looking right up there, boys.
There we go.
There we are.
There we go.
There we are.
All right.
Lean in here.
I didn't know
and
which
get
one
in.
it was.
Lean in here and get in tight. Well, I'll tell you something. Johnny is I mean, and you couldn't ask for 3 nicer
No.
guys, too,
No.
that we were talking about. We'll throw the camera back around the room and show you a little bit about what's going on, keep you up to date on the scores. Emma Jernigan, 17-11 right now. Is she going to be taking this 2 or 3 from Kim and becoming our women's player of the season? Who knows? Here's a question for you. If they get to a rubber match, will they want to move over here or will they want to stay where they are? That's a question. I mean, we'd love to have this game on the stream, to be sure, but they may choose to stay over there depending upon. Yeah, they wouldn't want.
Now,
Yeah,
Kim may want to move if she does win.
well, I don't know, and that's would you want to move?
I would not.
You wouldn't.
I would
wouldn't
not.
think so, man.
Would you,
Yeah,
Matt?
no. If I'm playing well one place, don't put me somewhere else.
Yeah.
Really? Okay. Well,
We'll see.
here's
We will
the-
see.
The good news and the bad news is, well, it's all real bad news right now for Kim Dice, down 19-11 in game
Oh,
number
wow.
2. So, and I would tend to agree with that. I feel like if I got a little bit of a groove on the track, I would want to get out there and I would want to stay on it. So, to those who were hoping to see the women's player of the season match, we apologize, but I blame them.
Yeah. it's not our fault.
Because they played too well in too many tournaments
Uh-huh.
that we couldn't have them on
There you go.
center court. So anyway, but we're going to do some blind draw stuff a little bit later on, I think, here on center court. The bottom line is maybe a little bit. Yeah, we're going to do a live taco in just a little while. So that's going to be happening where your stream teamers, ourselves, Jay Boogie, if we can get him over here. We're going to look at Steffi B, who's going to be part of the team moving into season 20. We're going to have the CBC guys here, and we're going to do a little draft. Each of us gets to pick 5 players, and we'll see how that goes. That was one of the ideas that you were talking about with her. You had a handful of other ideas here for season 22 coming in, so it'll be interesting to see how it develops. But we'll do a shoot for a live taco to start just about 7 o'clock Central, 8 o'clock Eastern. And let's see, something just happened over there.
I wish I could
just won. Turn around and see it. 19 on 11 became 21 on 11.
There you go. Emma Jernigan
is our women's player of the season. We'll see. Maybe we can get her around here. Let's hang out just for a second.
I'm going to let you two guys get her around here. I'm going to take a little quick break.
All right, very good.
Be right back.
Well, this will give us a good opportunity for us then to also look ahead to the schedule for tomorrow. Women's doubles, seniors doubles are going to start things off. Juniors doubles, all 3 of those get started at 9 a.m. The player of the season playoffs for doubles tier 2 are going to happen, and so are the player of the season playoffs singles tier 2 at 11 o'clock. Women's singles, senior singles, junior singles. So it's going to be a big day full of a lot of sharp shooting.
Absolutely.
Tomorrow. So we're going to have to be here early and be here and ready to talk. Co-ed doubles bracket at 4:30 p.m. The Skins Pro Exhibition, the first 32 in that 100% payout buy-in bracket, which is different than we've done all season long. And then the World Co-ed Championship match. So tomorrow is going to be packed and stacked with great cornhole here from center court. So we'll see if we can't get Emma. Here she comes. Talk a little bit about what just happened over there on center court 1. Congratulations to her. And we're just going to have more shouting in our ear right now until, hey, here she is. Now, how about you? I want you to look right up there at that camera, because the new Emma Jernigan Women's Player of the Season fan club is going to be staring at you from right up there in that center camera. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Nicely done. Talk a little bit about what it's like to step up against the Gazelle, who has had a season like she's had all season long, and take down Kim Dice in a best 2 or 3.
Oh, I was terrified. I was horrified.
I wish you would
the
be
honesty
more honest.
is amazing.
So what takes you from terrified to just I don't even know the word, unbeatable? I mean, when we saw the score in that first game, it's like, well, maybe this will be a little bit of a battle back. And I have a follow-up question, but what took you from terrified to confident that you could get that done?
Honestly, I was just trying to focus on throwing the bags on the middle.
Yeah.
No matter how terrified I was.
Yeah. And what a season. I mean, you were talking about this early on. We were talking about, what names would we have expected to see at the top of the list at the beginning of season 19. And there were other names that we thought, maybe above Kim even, or above you, Martina Bell, maybe a couple of these others who you will all have a chance to obviously now to get out and prove yourselves again tomorrow. But where was it that you felt it just really clicked this season for you? What city?
When I won Panama City.
Panama City Beach.
Actually, not even when I won. When I beat Kelsey, I was like I was just ecstatic because I thought I was not going to beat her.
Well, I tell you, some of those big wins and you used the word earlier, Maz, confidence. And I think it's maybe sometimes overused and underappreciated what a difference confidence makes. So, I mean, what happens now? What would you just reset your head and say, now I got all this work to do tomorrow? Who's your doubles partner tomorrow?
Sarah Hardy.
Okay, all right. So there's a very good chance we might see you out here on center court again.
Absolutely.
So one other question we were talking about, because y'all were playing, and you still probably are playing, aren't you, in another tournament right now?
No.
You're not part of it? Okay. Because we had to hold off. We had to put the seniors over here first because y'all were still playing.
Yeah.
But we thought if she beat you in game 2, we would move game 3 over here. Would you have wanted to do that, or would you have wanted to stay over there?
You would have wanted to move.
You would have changed venue.
Interesting.
Interesting. Okay, because these guys both said no, they would not. I have no idea what it's like to be on center court except over here, so I wouldn't know. But they both said they thought they would not want to move. So you would have. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know, just bigger stage.
Yeah.
Okay, so so that makes more sense. We wouldn't want to move just based on the fact that we are in a routine with one specific area.
Yeah.
But that's totally fair. Interesting.
Interesting.
That is interesting.
Yeah. I'd be curious to find out, and that's a question I want to kind of keep in the back of my head as we continue with these championship interviews. And speaking of championships, congratulations. Women's Player of the Season, Season 19, American Cornhole Organization. How about Emma Jernigan? Congratulations.
Thank you.
Nicely done.
Thank
Well done. And a lot of work to do tomorrow, but who knows? Maybe we'll see you back here on the big stage yet again. Well done. All right,
Thank you.
congratulations. All right, well, I'll tell you what. This has already been, I mean, just the last couple of hours have been a lot of fun to watch, and oddly enough, a lot of fun just to listen to.
It has been.
Back behind us. So congratulations again to Mick Hoang, and honestly, Daryl Macon, what a great back half of the season we watched him have as well, and then to Kim Dice. I mean, there's so much great cornhole still to come, but to see these names kind of pop into the top already is just it bodes for a good week ahead.
Of course. And, we talk about this is the biggest stars step up in the biggest stages, and whether that's somebody that's been at the top of the field for, 30, 40, 50 weeks, or somebody like Emma that wasn't a household name in the beginning, all of a sudden she's the player of the season for women's.
Yep.
This is the place that happens, and it's going to be a lot of fun to watch.
Yeah, and I'll tell you something else, too. If you're watching for the first time, or if you've been watching for years, or you've been following cornhole for years, for someone to step up and do what she just did and say, I was terrified, is so unique, and that's what makes this sport so much fun, not only to watch, but to play, and you just never know. And it reinforces the point we made earlier. We have no idea what's going to happen this weekend, and that's what makes this exciting. And we will cover it, as much of it as we can for you, right here throughout Saturday until we've crowned either our next king or our first ever singles queen of cornhole. It is the American Cornhole Organization World Championships of Cornhole 19, back-to-back years here in Owensboro, Kentucky, and more coming with a live edition of a taco draft coming up at 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern, right here on the ACO Digital Network.